In addition to the typical or standard authentication, that is, email password combination, Adonis.js also provides a simple and convenient way to authenticate with OAuth providers using Ally. Out of the box, Ally supports multiple providers like Google, Twitter, GitHub, and so on. And you can also add custom providers. In this course, we will be looking at how to allow users to sign up and sign in with their favorite social or third-party accounts in Adonis.js using Ally. Yeah, I have a fresh Adonis.js application with authentication scaffolded using Flare. We can register or log in using the traditional way. Now, let's add social authentication to the application. To get started, we need to first install Ally. So npm install at adonis.js/ally. Once installed, we need to configure it. Node is configure at adonis.js/ally. We are prompted to select the social providers we want to use. For this course, I'll be using GitHub and Google. I'm going to press enter to continue. So this will create the Ally config file as well as the Ally contract file. And it will add the environment variables for the providers we selected inside the .env file. Next, we need to add validation for the environment variables. So I'm going to copy for the providers I added. If we take a look at the .env file, we will see that the environment variables have been added as I mentioned earlier. Before we wrap up this lesson, let's take a look at the Ally config file. And as you can see, the environment variables are used in the config file. Instead of hard-coding the callback URL inside the config file, let's save it in an environment variable just like the others. env.get. We're going to call it github underscore callback underscore URL. And we'll do the same thing for this. env.get. This will be google underscore callback underscore URL. Then we need to update the .env file to include this. The value will be what we have before. I'm going to duplicate this and move it down. This will be google underscore callback underscore URL, and this will be google. Lastly, let's add validation for them as well. And they are going to be string. So env.schema.string. So we have installed and configured Ally. In the next lesson, we are going to start using it, starting with GitHub.